Jim Rohn believed that setbacks are not designed to stop you. They're designed to strengthen you. Every adversity carries within it a message, a lesson, a signal that you are being prepared for the next stage of your life. Most people misunderstand setbacks. They see them as failures, dead ends, or signs that their dream is too big. But those who think like leaders, those who think like builders, understand that setbacks are part of the process, not punishments, but preparation. When life pushes you backward, it's not always rejection. Sometimes it's repositioning. A setback can redirect you to a better path, sharpen your understanding, and demand a level of discipline you didn't have before. Jim Rohn would say, don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. That means the purpose of hardship is not to break you, but to make you capable of handling the success you're reaching for. The vision you carry requires a stronger version of you, and setbacks are the very tool life uses to carve that strength. When you face disappointment, failure, or a challenge that knocks the wind out of you, you are given a choice, shrink or rise. Most people shrink. They let the failure define them. They replay the pain and convince themselves that the journey is not worth it. But those who rise look at the setback and ask, what is this teaching me? What does this experience make possible? That question alone transforms the entire meaning of the event. Instead of feeling defeated, you begin to feel instructed. Instead of feeling trapped, you begin to feel guided. Setbacks force you to rethink your strategy, refine your skills, and rebuild your resolve. They expose your weaknesses so you can strengthen them. They reveal your fears so you can conquer them. They show you what you've been avoiding so you can face it. Without setbacks, your vision would remain shallow. With them, it grows deeper, clearer, and more grounded. You learn patience, discipline, focus, and resilience quality you cannot develop through comfort. Jim Rohn often reminded people that winter always comes, but so does spring. Hard seasons are temporary, but the person you become by surviving them is permanent. When you treat setbacks as signals to rise, you develop emotional muscle. You become someone who can handle pressure, uncertainty, and delay without losing clarity or confidence. You begin to trust the process instead of doubting yourself. And most importantly, you stop taking setbacks personally. You understand that they are part of everyone's journey. No success is achieved without scars. A setback is simply feedback. It tells you what needs improvement, what needs to change, or what needs more time. It is not a judgment on your worth or your potential. When you respond with determination instead of discouragement, you turn every breakdown into a breakthrough. The vision you carry becomes stronger than the obstacles you face, and you rise not because life became easier, but because you became unshakable. You said, explained 6 Chat GPT said, Keynote 6. Bold action is the final step between vision and reality. Explanation, Jim Rohn taught that. No matter how powerful your vision is, no matter how inspiring your dream feels, nothing changes until you take bold, decisive action. Ideas are wonderful. Plans are useful. Dreams are beautiful. But only action gives them life. Many people think big, talk big, and dream big, but they live small because they never take the action that transforms imagination into experience. Bold action is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Bold action means moving even when you're uncertain. It means deciding even when you're not fully ready. It means taking the first step even when the entire path isn't clear. Most people wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect confidence, but perfection never arrives. Jim Rohn said, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Action builds clarity. Action builds confidence. Action creates momentum. Once you take a step, the next step becomes easier, and the one after that becomes natural. Fear is the biggest enemy of bold action. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of discomfort, fear of not being good enough. But bold action is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move despite fear. Courage is built through action, not the other way around. When you take steps while afraid, you weaken the fear and strengthen your belief. You prove to yourself that you are capable, and the world opens doors for you that hesitation would have kept closed. Bold action also requires responsibility. You cannot wait for someone to rescue you, motivate you, or choose for you. If you want your vision to become real, you must take ownership of the process. No one will chase your dream for you. No one will fight for it as strongly as you will. Your actions are your signature proof that your vision matters enough to you to be pursued. When you act boldly, you send a message to life, I am ready. And life responds by giving you opportunities, resources, and support you could not have seen before you moved. Every major achievement in history began with someone who took an uncomfortable step. Not a perfect step, not a guaranteed step, just a step. Jim Rohn said the smallest action is better than the grandest intention. You don't have to start big, you just have to start with commitment. Over time, consistent, bold actions compound. Small risks turn into big rewards. Tiny steps turn into massive progress. What once felt impossible becomes normal because you built the capacity to handle it. Bold action also separates dreamers from achievers. Everyone wants success, but few are willing to move when it's inconvenient, uncertain, or uncomfortable. The moment you commit to action, you place yourself in the rare group of people who turn their vision into reality. You stop being a spectator and become a participant in your own life. Vision gives direction, but action gives results. And every time you move forward, no matter how small the step you turn, your dream into something real, something tangible, something lived.